Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Reflect and Revive. I trust and hope and pray you're doing well. I just want to take a little bit of your time this morning just to expand on what we were talking about last week on, just the subject of prayer, and just this talking to God. I'm reading a book right now that has a lot to do with prayer. So, of course, it's something that I'm being incredibly intentional with, and a lot of the scriptures and a lot of the different verses that I'm finding myself reading. But, God not only wants to hear from us, but, God also wants us to hear from Him, and if you ask the question, well, what does that look like? What does it sound like? What is the voice of God like? How do I know it's the voice of God? It can come in a form, many variety of different ways. I believe that God speaks to us in our dreams. I believe that God speaks to us through His Word. I believe that God speaks to us through circumstances or situations, or maybe different friends that God's speaking to your friend on your behalf, and that message is relayed to you. I actually was having lunch with an old friend yesterday, and he was telling me about a time where he met with this pastor, and they were just having coffee, and they were talking, and he said he went to the bathroom there at Starbucks, and he said, I've never felt the presence of God just so strong, and I've never heard His voice so loud, and I just began to weep. There's just so much going on, and I could hear His voice so loud and so clear, and so I believe that there's just a wide variety of ways that we can hear His voice, but the thing is if we're not taking the time to actually listen, if our ears aren't hearing, it's almost like the parent who's talking to their kid over and over again, like saying their name, and kids just not listening. It's like I feel like sometimes that's how God is with us. Is God is trying to speak to us, God is trying to talk to us, but we're just not listening. So I read this verse this week, and it was from the Old Testament, 1 Kings chapter 19 and 12. It says, after the earthquake came a fire, but the Lord was not in the fire, and after the fire came a gentle whisper. And, Scripture talks very clearly, that there was this wind that tore through the mountain, there was this earthquake, there was a blazing fire, but God wasn't in any of that. It was a still, small, gentle whisper, and God may speak to you in that same way. It may happen in prayer or when you're opening up His Word, but when you have, I read something this week, and it says, when you have eyes to see what He's doing and ears to hear what He's saying, God may speak to you directly. And that's just the thing is, it's like we don't have the eyes to see or the ears to hear. And so, just pray and ask God, be like, God, what is it that you're trying to say to me? What is it you're trying to speak to me? I pray, Father, that you would just give me the ears to hear, to understand, that let me just see and speak to me in a way that, that I would hear, and that I would be sensitive to your voice. So I just want to challenge you today and the next couple of days, just pay attention and listen closely to what God may be trying to show you or say to you. What is He saying? I'm just so grateful that we have a Father who speaks so clearly to us, or has so many different avenues or different ways of trying to get in contact with us, because He loves and cares about us that much. And so when you go into your time of prayer, and you're praying, don't just talk the whole time. Maybe take some time to listen and hear what's coming back on the other end. Nobody wants to be part of a conversation where someone else is doing all the talking and their thoughts aren't, they don't get to talk at all or share their thoughts. But I hope this has been a source of encouragement for you. It's something that's drawing you closer to the Lord. Pray and believe that you're going to have a great day today, then go into the weekend and worship along with us on Sunday. But I love you. Praying for you guys. Hope you have a great day. God bless.